afternoon. My name is Jameson. I serve as the Director of Content for the LGB nonprofit organization Gays Against Groomers. Every day we work to ensure that children are not sexualized, indoctrinated, or pushed into medical decisions that they cannot possibly understand. We do this not in spite of being gay or bisexual, but because of it. We know what it means to grow up different. We know that children deserve the freedom to grow, thrive, and discover who they are without political agendas shaping them. But today, I stand in front of you, not only as an advocate, not only as a gay man, but as someone, or something even more important, a parent. I'm here because something sacred is being threatened, the bond between parents and their children. I'm here because our state, beautiful, vibrant Colorado, has lost its way. I'm here because too many people assumed someone else would speak up, someone else would vote, someone else would push back. And I am here because the loudest and most annoying voices in the room were allowed to become the only voices in the room. But that ends today. I believe Colorado's parents, left, right, gay, secular, religious, straight, are waking up together, realizing that we have far more in common than what divides us. And at the top of that list is one truth. Our children are not political experiments. In my short journey as a parent, I've seen bills introduced that stunned me. HB 24-1039, a law that allows the state to hide information from parents, information about the child's health, mental state, or behaviors that could permanently affect their well-being. HB 25-1312, a bill that opens the door for removing custody from parents who want to slow down irreversible medical decisions. Or HB 25-1309, legislation that attempts to criminalize speech by forcing people under the threat of punishment to use certain words. Well, I am here to say you will not compel my speech with lies. Brian Tatone, you are a mentally ill man in a dress, and you threaten our children's safety, and we know you are winning, but you're not going to win forever. These are not the values Colorado is built on. These are not the values of a free society. These are not the values of any loving parent or any political party would support if they saw the full picture. So how did we get here? There's an old saying, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Many of these laws began with compassion, helping kids in crisis, offering support to vulnerable youth, but good intentions can be twisted. And when they become tools of manipulation and secrecy. Colorado once passed laws to let minors seek help for addiction or emergencies without fear. But over time, those laws became stretched, bent, and reshaped into something that was unrecognizable. Something that now allows for schools and clinics to make life-altering decisions without ever involving parents who love that child the most. That is not progress. That is not inclusion. That is not protection. That is a system losing its moral compass. I call on the men listening to this speech. I want to speak directly to the fathers, grandfathers, sons, and brothers here today. This is your moment. Men are protectors, not because we're perfect, not because we have all the answers, but because we were built with the courage to stand between danger and our families. But courage is not loud. It is not flashy. Courage is choosing to act when it would be easier to not. I am not superhuman. I work full-time. I run a business. I volunteer. I chase toddlers. And I collapse on the couch like anyone else would at the end of a long day. And yet I make the time to show up, to speak, to organize, to fight for my children, because I know the cost of doing nothing is far greater. And men, listen to me. You don't need to be fearless, you just need to be willing. The future of Colorado's families will not be written by politicians. It will not be written by psychotic activists. And it will not be written by lobbyists or bureaucrats. It will be written by us. Ordinary people who decided this was the moment that was too important to ignore. Action doesn't start with grand gestures. It starts with something small yet powerful. Pick up a packet from Protect Kids Colorado. Collect signatures, knock on a door, have a conversation with your neighbors, and share your story. Stand firm in the truth that children deserve childhood, not agendas, not secrecy, and not politics. That is how movements begin, not with a shout, but with a spark. I believe in a Colorado where parents are partners, not obstacles, where school teaches reading and math, not genderqueer theory. Where medical decisions are made with families, not behind their back. Where every children growing up knowing that they are guided by love, not illusions. And I believe that future is not far away. I believe it begins with us, right here, right now. If we stay united, if we raise our voices, if we refuse to be intimidated, then we'll look back on this moment as the turning point. The moment Colorado's parents stood up, linked arms, and said, we choose courage, we choose truth, we choose our children. And when we do that, we win. Thank you.